We're gonna talk about the elephant in the room. Is it in the closet or in the room? We're gonna talk about the elephant in the house. How about that? This is probably one of the hardest things that a human being can do for himself. This is so hard. No matter how strong we are, no matter how strong you are, this is not easy. But it is something that you have to do at some point in your life. Hello beautiful people, welcome to my channel. My name is Juliana. It is so good to talk to you today. Welcome back to all my subscribers. You guys are the way MVP, and welcome to all the new people on my channel. I talk about motivation, self-love, self-care, anything in the self-goodies, and help us to become the best version of ourselves. And I show some vlogs. There's a lot of fun here. Feel free to join the family by subscribing to my channel, and welcome. I feel like this thing here, it's not scripted, it's like on my head. Whenever I start the video, it flows, because I love this presentation, because the intro is something. Okay, before I start with this video, I want to ask you, how are you doing? How is it going? No matter what time you're watching this video, how was your day? How is your month going? Things have been crazy lately since 2022 started, but we are in this together. Leave a comments, let me know how you're doing, where you're watching from. I want to get to know you. So today I'm going to talk about something that it's kind of sensitive, you know. It's something that we don't like to hear, something I don't like to hear myself. It's very sensitive, but it's important. And then in order to work your self-love, in order to develop yourself, it's something it's a requirement for any person that wants to be the best version of themselves. So yeah, we're gonna talk about the elephant in the room, you know. Is it in the closet or in the room? We're gonna talk about the elephant in the house. How about that? Who is hiding? Oh my gosh. Alright, so we're gonna talk about forgiveness. We're gonna talk about how you can forgive yourself, and why you should forgive yourself. I can feel the tension in my own womb. Can you feel it? This is not easy. Whew. I remember it was one of the gifts I gave myself. Which birthday? Like 2 years ago. That was the gift I gave myself, and it was the gift I didn't know I needed. Literally, since I gave myself this gift, it's like my self-love just exploded. That's why I wanted to talk just about this, instead of just making it a point in how to love yourself or what can help you to love yourself. I wanted to actually talk about why you should forgive yourself. You should forgive yourself for all the mistakes you have done. You should forgive yourself for all the things that you knew. You know, sometimes we know what to do, but we still do what we shouldn't be doing. Like, it's weird, and what I want to do, I don't want to do it, but what I don't want to do or what I shouldn't be doing, it's what I end up doing. That happens to the best of us, to all of us. Any human being makes mistake. Any human being have something that when you look at it, you're like, what was I thinking? Like, how me, with all the things that I know, I ended up doing this. Let me tell you this, it's okay. We all make mistakes. We all do things we shouldn't be doing. But before we want people to forgive us, we should be able to forgive ourselves. And I'll tell you why you should forgive yourself. Number one, when you forgive yourself, as I said earlier, it literally sets you free. You are like a bird when you forgive yourself, because not only you know it's a real forgiveness, and you can actually feel the sensation of just saying, I forgive you. I forgive you, Juliana, for making those mistakes. I forgive you, Juliana, for doing this to us. Because the real us is within us, our spirit. We are a spirit in a body with a soul. So sometimes the body wants what it wants. We make mistakes in things we do, and we feel bad. I should have known better. I should have done this. You know, I'm a child of God. Man, I knew better. This is something that I keep on doing. But it's important to stop a little bit. Yeah, just stop and forgive yourself. Take a moment to forgive yourself. As I say, it sets you free, and then not only it sets you free, it opens door for you. Yes, you actually have the power to open door for yourself. When you forgive yourself, it's like you're breathing out. I'm not my mistakes. I know I made mistakes. I know I should have done better. I know I shouldn't be with a person like this. I know I could have not talked to this person like that. But I forgive you, Juliana. I know you are a human being. It's those things you would like for someone to tell you, or you would like to hear God, literally tell you, I forgive you, my daughter. We all want to hear God say something like,
hey, this is God. This is God. This is what I'm doing.
But some people hear God like that, but most of us, we have a different way of hearing God. So that's why God gave us the power with our tongue to actually forgive ourselves. When he says life and death is literally in the power of your tongue. What you say matters to people, and most importantly to yourself. It really opens door for you. And when you forgive yourself, it helps you to move on. It really does. If you have a situation when you've been rejected, if you had a situation when you put yourself in a toxic environment, you've been to a toxic relationship, toxic workplace, toxic whatever, you still feel like you could have done better. I don't know if you ever had that feeling like, could have, I should have done better, I should have known, I should have done something from the beginning, but you didn't. Guess what? That's not gonna change. That is not going to change. All the mistakes you've done will stay there. They are not moving. That's the truth. But what's moving is you. And how are you going to move is when you forgive yourself. Is when you be like, I am sorry for putting myself in harm's way. I'm sorry for putting my family in harm's way because of something that I thought was but wasn't. I'm sorry for being that person that was mean to people, rude to people. You still sometimes you have to say that before you even go out there and say sorry to the people that you have to say sorry to. Because it's not just you have to say sorry to yourself and okay, I already forgave me. Those people, if they don't forgive me, I'm okay, I don't care. No. Forgiveness is a power that sets you free. In this video, I'm really gonna focus on how you should say sorry to yourself. Because you need it. We all need to hear that sorry from within us. I could have done better, but I didn't. Yeah, you didn't. And it's not gonna change. But what's coming next is you learning the lesson, you becoming the best version of yourself. That's what's gonna happen when you forgive yourself. And that is the reason why you need to forgive yourself. Now I'm gonna talk about how you can forgive yourself. That's the practical way to forgive yourself. So this is what I did when I gave myself the forgiveness gift 2 years ago on my birthday. It was really simple, right? But it was very powerful. So I sat there. I think at some point I was looking myself in the mirror. I was honest with myself. This is how you can forgive yourself. Be honest. You can lie to people, you can try to manipulate people, you can try to go around the bushes with people, but you can never ever lie to yourself. That's what people say. Your conscience will come knock to your conscience will come tell you, that's a lie, babe. So I was sitting there and I was thinking about the things that I knew I was not supposed to do, but I did it anyway. But at that moment, I was now asking myself questions so I can put myself in like a judgmental mode. Like, sometimes you can be hard to yourself. Like, man, you should have done better. When you want to forgive yourself, that's not the moment to point finger. It's the moment that you have to acknowledge the bad things, the mistakes you have done, so that when next time after the forgiveness, you do your best to not do it, because we're still human. It's okay to make mistakes, but it's not okay to live in the mistakes, you know what I'm saying? So I was just sitting there and I was like, wow, I actually did this. I made these mistakes. I trusted the wrong person. I I did the things that I said I wouldn't do like a couple days ago, but I did it, and it's not changing. I accept those mistakes. You have to acknowledge the mistakes. You have to acknowledge what you did wrong to yourself, and you have to accept the situation. That is very important, and that is how you can forgive yourself. And after acknowledging, after accepting, you can breathe and just be like, I forgive you. Let's do this exercise. If you want to do it right now, just sit down, think about all those things that you wish you didn't do, but you did. Acknowledge them. Accept the fact that you did them. And breathe. Just breathe, and when you're coming down, and just be like, I forgive you, Juliana. I forgive you. Say your name instead. I forgive you. I forgive you for this. You can actually say those things when you have your own time. When you forgive yourself, it's important to say the things that you did. You can say that in your head if you're someone that you don't want people to hear your voice, but it's important to actually say those things outside. I forgive you, Juliana, for trusting the person you know you shouldn't be trusting. I forgive you, Juliana, for doing this particular thing that you knew wasn't good to do, but you did it anyways. I forgive you, Juliana, for all the time that you did this and that. So start saying those names. And once you're done again, breathe. It's the oxygen that actually will take those things out. And when you will come back, inhale, it's like you building a new energy. I don't know if you can really feel this by the video, but I forgive you, Juliana. I forgive you. This is how you forgive yourself. You acknowledge the problem. You acknowledge the thing that you have done, the mistakes. You accept that you have done those things, and you breathe. Yes, you breathe. You exhale, inhale, you breathe. And when you come up, you say, I'm sorry. I forgive you. This right here will not only change the atmosphere. I feel like even the atmosphere of where I am right now is full of grace. Seriously. It's like so peaceful. You know, I'm enjoying my presence and remembering that I am not perfect. I am imperfectly perfect. And sometimes it's important here and there to remember that you are a human being. We are humans, we have flaws, we sometimes do things we're not supposed to do. The problem is not to leave those things and be okay with it. But here and there, acknowledge, ask God for forgiveness, and also forgive yourself because you did it. You did it. It's not you did it, Joe. You actually did it. So just breathe and enjoy the new era, enjoy the new atmosphere. And then if you want, after that moment, I like to pray. You forgive yourself and you ask God to forgive you. And you also go ahead and forgive the people that did you wrong. Because you can just be like, I forgive myself and I move on. No, it's a whole process. And the process takes you who's hurt. You will hurt people and you will need to heal. And after the forgiveness, just open yourself to healing. Open yourself to healing. Wow, this ended up being a session of healing. I think I'm making another video about, how to process the healing from situations that were hurtful. How to process the healing when people have hurted you. I remember after the breakup of my previous relationship, I was down. I was like, no way, not the person that I thought. Like this person couldn't have done this to me. But then God does things mysteriously, and then life happened, and you're like, whoa, this is not the person I thought he was. And then there is the healing process that comes to be able to forgive yourself, to forgive the person that hurt you, to forgive the person that did you wrong, to forgive the person that broke your heart, and to ask God to forgive the both of you. You can actually pray for that person, like, God, forgive that person for hurting me. Forgive that person who broke my heart. Forgive him. Forgive her. And that's the process of healing. Maybe I will make another video about that. But today I really wanted to talk about the first step. You need to forgive yourself. It's important to forgive yourself. No one's gonna ever make you feel the way you feel when you forgive yourself. Ever. Like the atmosphere in this place that I'm in right now, in my room, I can't tell you. You need to experience it. It's full of grace, full of mercy. Give grace to yourself. Do it for yourself. Do it for you. And let God take care of the rest. And let's go to the healing process. If it's something that you need to heal after a breakup, after someone has, hurt you that you care about, after a loss and all that. Sometimes you lose people, sometimes you lose things. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. It is not worth it to keep that pain in your heart. It's not worth it to keep all those things in your heart. Forgive yourself. You have what it takes to give yourself grace and mercy. You are made by the image of God. You are made with what it takes to actually forgive yourself. So, yeah. It's weird. Wow. I'm gonna have more candles and just continue with this atmosphere of grace and peace and prayer. I'll give you an example of the prayer that you can say. You can be like, God, forgive me. Forgive me for not doing what you call me to do. Forgive me for not doing what you have written for me to do. Forgive me for not being obedient, and I disobey your commandment. I did all those things for people, which you are my number one priority. Forgive me, God. If you want to pray, it really helps. Prayer always helps. There's only so much you can do within yourself. And like I said, I talk about self-love, I talk about self-development, self-care, but it's always connected with faith, because I don't believe that you by yourself you can literally just switch your life here and there, do what you have to do. No, God has to be involved, and in not just some things but in everything. So yeah, eternity is real. That is something that has been coming in my head lately. Eternity is real, and whatever we do now, we will have to face the Father after and give explanation. So not perfect here. I am the last person that can be like, oh my God, I'm actually doing what I need to do, what God called me to do. But nevertheless, as I'm talking to you, I'm talking to myself as well. We are in this together. We are in the same boat, going to the same direction, eternity. So that's why I wanted to share with you guys. Wait, put some candles if you have some, and enjoy the presence of grace, mercy that you're gonna give to yourself. I actually went to get the candles. Those candles are amazing. It's from Bath and Body Works. It was one of the things that I purchased on my self-date. I talk about it in my video. It's just amazing. The atmosphere is amazing in my room. Like, I don't know. If you have candles at home, you should put your candles on and just, I wish you can smell this. Oh, it smells amazing. Literally, it's amazing. And I'm gonna read with my candle. And yeah, so forgive yourself, share the grace, share the mercy. You deserve it. You deserve to forgive yourself. It's okay. We're gonna move on. Great things are coming, amazing things are coming. Let's learn from it. It doesn't mean that because you forgive yourself, everything has to be perfect. No, you're still a work in progress. Progress and not perfection. This is amazing. I just love this. Wow. Yeah, so I will continue. I think I'll have to go to the meditation mode right after this video and read the book and just forgive myself as well. But it's okay. It's okay. things will get better. I believe it, and I know every day we working to actually just pour out there what's inside of us with authenticity, with the unique way God has put in us. So this was a heart-to-heart moment to share with somebody who's struggling with things, life, and I wanted to know how to forgive yourself, because yeah, I actually watched one of the videos that led me to forgive myself in my birthday 2 years ago. So hopefully this will help someone to actually learn how to forgive themselves and why you should forgive yourself. So once again, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and welcome to the family. Let me know what are the steps that you like that I said, why you need to forgive yourself, because it sets you free, because it helps you to move on, and because it makes room for you. And how you should forgive yourself is by being by acknowledging the things that you have done that you shouldn't have done, the mistakes you have done, learn from it, earn it, accept that you actually did it, and it's not going to change. The fact that you did it, it's never going to change, but your forgiveness will just help you move on and go to the next step. And the last thing is just say those things out loud, and say it out loud. I forgive you, like I forgive you, Juliana, and say your name. And yeah, say your name and breathe. Inhale, exhale, and pray. Okay, so wish you the best. I know it's not easy, like I said in the beginning, it's not easy, but we have what it takes to actually make it work. And let me know how it goes. If you do this, let me know, leave your comments, let me know where you're watching from. And I'm gonna leave information about my social media, because I post more stuff about like mental health, about self-love, about how to take care of yourself on my Instagram. And now I'm also doing some TikTok, so let's connect, stay in touch. I wish you the best. You are a beautiful person. We all have flaws, and we are in this together. God bless you. Take care. Wow, this is I wish you can smell this. It's just amazing. It smells like candy, caramel. I love caramel, and it's actually matching my shirt. It's the caramel day, okay? I just love it. So I'm going to keep on reading the books that I have of women evolving. So beautiful. All right, so okay, bye-bye. Forgive yourself. Give yourself some grace. Give yourself some mercy. Forgive yourself. I think I just made a song about forgiveness. Oh my goodness. Anyways, I wish you the best. Bye bye. I'm going to smell those candles. Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome. How are you doing today? I hope you're happy while watching this video, and if you're not, let's share the love. Okay, you are not alone. Let's make today a beautiful day.